Hello, this is Kate the Miku fan. I'm going to do something a little bit different, something I've never done before. This is an audio commentary for the new Crash Bandicoot game for It's About Time. So as you can see, this is like my first time I've actually ever done, I've actually captured any footage of PlayStation 4, so you're going to have to bear with me on this. So basically, you make a new game on the slot, and you can enter your initials. Yes, as you can see, this is kind of dirty-minded. So this is mostly for adults. If there are any kids in the audience, parents, I apologise in advance. This probably is not suitable for kids. Okay, there are two versions. One's the modern and one's retro. The difference is that retro gives you a limited amount of lives in a level. So if you're out of lives, game over. Whereas the modern one is like the newer type of mode. So you have unlimited amount of lives. So you can keep playing the level for as long as you like. So that's how it works here. Okay, the best level is kind of a nice one. And this is like a cutscene that we're going to see now, and it's giving you the premise of Cortex. Oh my god, my brain is not working today. So there we go, my boy, my nerdy boy.
And now the final blow.
Hush, simpleton.
Ah, that's his name. Entropy. Entropy.
Face it,
That's
Entropy.
the new guy.
It's going to fail again.
At least Uka Uka and I attempt to free us from this prison. I won't sit idly by and listen to your inane ramblings for another decade. You chew.
Ooh, savage. Here we go.
Is he dead?
Leave him. He's served his purpose.
Whoa. I love this voice acting. And there's the title of the Crash Bandicoot 4. I was so excited when I first played this. And here we go.
Power has awoken.
So let's just assume you knew nothing about Crash Bandicoot. It's giving you the brief intro here as to who Crash kind of is.
I feel it emanating from Insanity Peak. Quickly, we must go. Crash.
That's probably my attitude after playing PlayStation 4 for so many hours at night. Okay, this is a really nice first level because it gives you like a tutorial as to what you can do in terms of controls. So, I love that there's Spyro there. Spyro the dragon. That's so cute. That's a really nice cameo. And you could apparently play around with the controls just here. You could also... Oh, you get to wear a hat. That is so cool. You also get to turn on this TV just there. And it gives you, like, cameo appearances of the first 3 remastered games of Crash Bandicoot. If you haven't played Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, I recommend it. Because it's really fun. It's challenging but fun at the same time. This is sort of the same similar thing as to Insane Trilogy, except that the graphics are slightly improved. But then again, that might be subjective because some people like the other version of Crash Bandicoot. And you see these crates. Again, if you knew nothing about the Crash Bandicoot, these crates are more or less important. They give you these fruits, so that you get these fruits, and I don't know how many lives you can get. I don't know how many like fruits you can get. Sorry, but you can get like so many fruits to get an extra life. But here, when we're playing the modern one, it doesn't really matter, I don't think. Okay, so some of these crates give you fruits, others will give you checkpoints. So if you get stuck on the level, you don't have to go all the way back to the beginning. Okay, that was not clever of me at all. This is quite challenging in its own right. You can see that I've gone back to my checkpoint, so I don't have to go all the way back to the beginning. So sometimes crashing these crates is really important, because they could potentially save you the hassle. Okay, this is the TNT. Again, if you knew nothing about Crash Bandicoot, it's best to avoid being too close to them. So if you jump on them once and you run away, and then they explode just like that.
Crash! Quickly, we must go.
Okay, dude, calm down. Run, Crash, run! And here we go, the checkpoint. Oh, okay, so there's another crate that's really interesting. If you see the Aku on the box itself, you get a shield. Just like that. So it kind of protects you from one hit. And after that one hit, you're on your own, basically. As you can see, that's probably me thinking, oh god, I think I missed a crate. Then I changed my mind and went, well, you know what, doesn't matter. Oh my god, that's a spider. Acid spider. Okay. Oh no. Oh! So that's the example there I just did. If you crush the TNT just like that, you'll die. You just jump on them and then you run away. That's it. It gives you the countdown in like 3 seconds. Okay, this is a really cool one. You double tap on the X on your PlayStation 4 controller and you jump. You go higher the jump. Oh god, here we go. This is where it gets a little bit challenging. It took me quite a while to crack down on this. This is like a cool one. You get to slide on this vine and you crush these crates. You've got to be really careful of those crates because some crates are explosives, others are not. So you have to be on your feet about that. I think this one's more or less easy. Because again, this is the first level. Okay, I just crushed another crate with a coup, so I got my shield back. Oh, you see that guy there who's like so mad for whatever reason? Yeah, that's it. You just jump on him as soon as he gives you the indication that he's not throwing any berries. In fact, is that a berry? Must be some sort of fruit. And somehow that can kill you. Don't question it, man. Okay, so you press and hold on the circle and you crawl with the arrow button. So you press... Yep. There we go. Okay. This is why you gotta make sure your jump's right. Oh, you could tell I messed up there. It's never easy to do. Okay. So, yeah. I died then. Okay. You press the circle and hold. Oh, come on. You can tell these guys don't want to take things easy. They just want to kill you. There we go. Okay. So obviously this was me trying to go, ooh, what can I do here? Okay, so you press and hold, and if you kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, but you can skid. And what I just did there, you jump and like, I think you press the circle or you press the arrow, the down arrow, in order to like jump on that guy like I just did. Like I fell, like I would fall on my belly. Oh my god, I didn't really expect that platform. These platforms are kind of dangerous. Oh my god. That was clearly not clever on my part. I obviously did the skidding trick and that killed me. So note to self, don't do it. I think in hindsight I should have just waited and jumped. Or I could have done that. Like spin from that place, from that spot. That's cool. I had no idea what I was doing. I was a tad bit drunk on this, I think. Maybe try not play Crash Bandicoot. Take note, don't play Crash Bandicoot when you're drunk. Because sometimes you will have no idea what you're doing. This took me a couple of tries to get right. So you have to bear with me on this. Okay. Okay, what I learned of Crash Bandicoot franchise over the years is that you got to make sure you get your jumps right. So you have to make sure you jump in the right spot at the right time. This game is sometimes not very friendly with how slow or how fast you go. Okay, so this is really cool. You go to this side quest. If you see a question mark like that, you go on a side quest and you get even more crates. So that's kind of cool. And you can get an extra life if you play the retro version. So that is a huge win. And you can tell I didn't really think this much through. Okay, so here we go. You press and hold. Every time you're on a crate that has an arrow, you press and hold the X on the PlayStation. And you can jump higher, like you just saw there. Otherwise, you would be screwed. Okay. So, I think in this particular version of the game, you saw in the top left, you get so much amount of fruit to get these diamonds. I only managed to get 2 in the end. I have no idea what the heck I've been doing there. I think I was trying to find more crates. I had this obsession with crates. And apparently, if you complete a mission, you can get these awesome skins, which I still haven't managed to do. Also, I learned throughout my life of playing Crash Bandicoot, it takes patience, it takes a lot of practice to hone in on your skills. Okay, this is me contemplating when to cross. Yep, that's it. There we go. I was like, oh my god, what was that? This must be the, what's the game called? The one with Luigi. Luigi goes into this mansion and scary things are coming out. Okay, so basically what you just saw there are these like, this is quite annoying to get through because these platforms again are not very friendly, and once these platforms give way and you're on it and you don't get off at the right time, you die. This took me probably, I'd say probably 5 to 10 times doing this, trying to get the crates. In hindsight, I should have left those crates alone. Now, at this point, somewhere at this point, the PlayStation can only record for 15 minutes worth of gameplay. So unfortunately, I couldn't record very much after that. So that's why it had to be cut out. So I apologize in advance for that, for not showing you enough for this level. So, yeah, sorry about that. Again, this is my first time recording on PlayStation 4, and this is like a learning curve for me. I guess anybody can learn. And you could tell I'm pretty bad at this level. if I were to play on this retro, I probably would have died left, right, and center, like from the 3rd life lost at this point. I think it's usually like three lives, and then it's game over. You have to start all over again. I think with this new modern type, you don't have to worry about too many lives lost. Okay, so as you can see, I somehow managed to get through that level. And this is, I think, another level. Oh, this is really cool. So you get to jump on this rope like Tarzan. Okay, there we go. Oh no, not those guys again. Okay, ready. This really does fool me. The perspective on the game, sorry. This perspective on the game is quite tricky. Because again, it's about jumping at the right time. Okay. I think you press the circle. You press and hold the circle, I believe, and you do that little slip. There we go. That's really useful for when you try and go underneath one of those barriers. Oh my god. Those guys are so terrible. Oh my god. I think that was me trying to look for more crates. And then I thought at the last minute, nah. I'm gonna go try and get through this level. That's probably what I thought. Again, I was drunk on this. So, again, parents, if you're watching this, take note. Don't drink. Don't let your kid drink. I imagine you wouldn't. Because that would be insane. Oh my god, I barely made that. Okay. And those TNT boxes there. Spin while holding still. I technically already did that. Go, 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 go. I'm looking for the clearing. So he doesn't hit anymore. And then you just hit him from there. Okay. Oh, this is like panic inducing. I barely made that. Oh, here we go. This is where it gets a little bit tricky. And it gets cool and tricky at the same time. I'll probably explain later when it comes up. So, again, you go under the barriers. I underestimated that. Okay, here we go. These platforms disappear and reappear. Oh, I just barely made that. And again, these question marks keep popping up, so it's worth keeping an eye on those so you can get extra fruit. In this version of the game, the more fruit you get, the higher the count of fruits, and the more likely you'll get these diamonds. And I think those diamonds are supposed to help unlock skins, which I think is new in this game. It's not. I hope to God it's not. They're not going to do microtransactions like what they did with the nitro-fueled racing Crash Bandicoot game. God, that was bad. Touch wood, we're not getting any microtransactions so far. So, those, it's all good. You could tell I didn't really think this through. I should have just jumped once on the crate and then just jumped onto the other platform. Obviously, I had to leave that. There was no way I could reach it unless I had those crates. In fact, no, I probably didn't. So I was like, you know what? Nope. Nope. No. 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 I believe I can fly. Okay. Here we go. Let's see if I can get this right. Oh my god. I honestly was trying to play out with the controls, see what works. What was I doing? What the heck? Oh, this is hard. Oh, you press the... I think you press the circle and then you press the X 2 times to get the higher jump. I think that's what it said. Ah, there we go. Oh, what? Honestly, again, I was drunk. Don't do this when you're drunk. You only have yourself to blame. Oh, man. Okay, so while holding the circle button, double jump X and X. That's useful for when you have something like this, where you have a very higher platform than a normal platform. Or anything like crates that are just almost as tall as you. Right, jump, 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 jump. Yes! Nice. Run, Crash, run! It's gonna blow! Alright. That's not so bad. Not so bad if I say so myself. Okay. And this is where it gets even difficult. Oh, I didn't time that at all. How bad. My bad. This is where it gets a little bit tricky. It's panic-inducing. Okay, I think we're going up to the harder level now. Ah, there we go. This is the level I was going to talk about. This makes me think of Indiana Jones somehow. Because if you step on the wrong thing, you're going to die. So this took me multiple times to do. Okay, here's a drinking game for you adults. Drink every time you die. Because if you do die in this, you might actually... I probably would more likely go to hospital than actually succeed in getting this level out of the way. Oh my god. Ah! Ah! This is like Indiana Jones! This level is so hard. I suppose it's like a puzzle game. So you're jumping on the platform at the right time, and then you can tell I've tried multiple times. This is why I said this is really difficult. It's harder than it looks, quite honestly. So, my tip of advice is that if this is your first time playing this level, you might want to go on YouTube, refer back to YouTube through the game walkthroughs and see how they do it. Or you could just play the game by trial and error, see what works and what doesn't work. That's probably what I would normally do. Oh, Jesus. This game is so harsh. You can see at the top right hand corner that's the number of times I get killed. That's kind of useful to know, because if you're playing this version of the game, it gives you the targets to work with. So it gives you the maximum of 3 lives lost. And that's what you should be working towards. Honestly, I was just doing trial and error on this. See? This is me trying to think, where's the best place? Jehovah begins with the letter I. Yeah, but they're all lies. What the hell am I to do? Sorry, that's a Nostalgia Critic review from Dungeons and Dragons. I'm sorry. Don't sue me, Nostalgia Critic. But honestly, it makes me think of Indiana Jones. particularly that trap where if you jump on the wrong thing, you'll die. This took me multiple times. I cannot tell you enough times how frustrating this is. Oh, Jesus. How many times was this going to be? Like 3, 4? Maybe 7? I don't know, I've lost count. Okay, here's me. Okay, this is me thinking rationally again. I just took a pause there. I was like, okay, I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. I'm not sure what I'm doing right even. This is me trying to think, what can I do here? I jump on here first. Jump on. Yeah, it's harder than it looks, quite honestly. I count, and it's probably about 2 seconds. You have to have just about 2 seconds to consider what you're doing. So then it's like the platform changes, and then you're like, oh no. I guess if you don't take that into account, you'll probably die. And that's why it took me such a long time getting this right. Okay. So here we go. This is me thinking, what can I do? What can I do to get through this level without dying again? This is me trying to figure this out in my head, like, what am I going to do next? I wasn't using YouTube at that point. I always wanted to do trial and error thing. You can see that if you wait for too long, Crash does something like that. Okay. And here I go. Being so nervous. This is me like, I gotta think straight about... See? How long did this take? Something insane, like 10 to 15 minutes worth. I'm sure that expert players are gonna go, what are you doing? Oh, Jesus. Jesus! Okay, this is quite some time. Oh my god. Yeah, this is... I can't say this enough. This is like... Okay, I figured out what you had to do at last. There we go. I thought, I'm not going to worry too much about those crates very much because, again, this is my first time. I wanted to get through this gameplay more or less quicker. Here we go. And do you think that's the end? No, it's not. You could be naive. Basically, again, if you knew nothing about Crash Bandicoot, this is what you have to do. Basically, you will come across enemies in Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy like this, where you'll have to run away from them. And this time the perspective is different, so you're not playing from behind the character, you're playing in front of the character, and you have to run as fast as you can away from these enemies. Oh, it's important, again, I can't say this enough, but it's very, very important to get those crates to have checkpoints on, because that way it wouldn't be a ball ache to get through. Okay. This is easier said than done. You can see I died on that. I probably panicked a bit, thinking that that guy was still going to come after me. The perspective is quite hard. Because this time you're not playing from behind the character, you're playing in front of the character, if that makes sense. I am Tarzan! Come on, Crashy. Run, Crashy, run! And those obstacles are in your way. Those obstacles can come in your way. So just watch out for those. Those obstacles come in your way because they slow you down. You do not want that to happen under any circumstances. So what I just did, I just crawled. Because that was the only thing I could think I could do at that point. Okay, so on this, at the end, this is the end of the first part of the gameplay, game through. So if you like to see more of videos like this, please let me know in the comments down below. It's going to be quite an interesting ride. That's it from me, and I shall see you next time. Bye bye.